Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Miriam and I love everything about books, and occasionally I film a video where I talk about books. Well, to be honest, I'd love to do that more often, but sometimes life gets in its way. The past few months I went on a holiday and I did not have enough videos to cover up that period, and when I came back I fell sick and things happened, but here I am. And I try to be back with a video regularly, so like once a week. I do have a video for next week. It's a book haul. I filmed that ages ago, but I decided I would post this video first because I got the idea for this video during my morning quiet time, and I thought that was quite interesting and I should act on it immediately and film it and post it as soon as possible. So in today's video I'm going to share with you the books I'm currently reading. Last year I read 365 books. This year so far I've read 98 books. That's still quite a lot, but it's no way near to that 365 I read last year. But one thing has not changed, and that is that I read multiple books at the same time. I usually read one non-fiction book, one fiction book, and sometimes if a book gets like boring, I'm sorry to call books boring, but sometimes books are boring, I try not to DNF it immediately, but give it another shot by reading like a couple of pages a day. So therefore I usually read more than one book at the same time. At first I wanted to save the best book for last, but then I decided that not everyone is going to watch this entire video. I mean, I know you too well, and I know myself. I do not watch entire videos. I hope you do. I honestly hope you do. But in case you don't, I want to start out with the best book I'm currently reading. And that is Prayer in the Night by Tish Warren. Lately things have happened in my life that are not so great. Let's just put it that way. And I heard of this book like 2 years ago, and then I decided I wanted... Was it 2 years ago? Was the book out from that time? I'm not sure. Anyway, I heard of this book and immediately thought, this is a book that I really want to read. But I put it off, like... I would always say to myself, I'll read it later, but then some things happened and I decided that I really needed to read it now. So I got it, I started out with a free sample on Kindle, but then I decided I wanted to read all of it because I don't have a Kindle subscription, because I already got a Coma Plus subscription, and that is a bit too much, I think, having two subscriptions for reading ebooks. And I also don't have a Kindle reader, so I would have to read on my phone. Anyway, I ordered the book because when I read the prologue I knew I had to have this book and read it. It's about the... most of it is about the... I don't know how to say it. I think you say complain. I'm sorry, I did not grow up in... I did grow up in church, but I grew up in a very strict Reformed church and also went to a very strict Reformed school. In my family things were a bit different, but in our churches and school, the Roman Catholic Church and the Anglican Church were definitely the enemy. And things like prayers that are written out and that you have like these prayers that you say every day are not done. Prayer should be something that you find the words for, and actually in the first chapter of this book I already discovered that sometimes it's great to have a prayer written out, that prayer that someone else wrote, a prayer that has lasted throughout centuries and that the church has felt rest in, and something that has survived centuries. And because sometimes you can't find the right words yourself, and it's great that someone else has done that before you. So this book definitely is a great book, and I really, well, obviously I want to finish it. I've only read one chapter so far. I read like a couple of pages every morning during quiet time, and I try to pick a non-fiction book, preferably something that includes faith. So this is my the book I'm currently reading in the morning. And if you're a Christian and you struggle with prayer sometimes, then I would definitely, most definitely recommend this book to you. Even if you're not Roman Catholic or Anglican, because I'm not. And this book was actually recommended to me by several people that are also in the more reformed community. So this is definitely for every Christian out there. So grab one copy and start reading. You won't regret it, I promise you. The next book I'm currently reading is a Dutch translation, and I should have looked up the title, but I didn't, like I always do in videos like this. The original title is Mr. Peacocks Possessions. As you can see, I'm not really far in. This is, well, I only read 2 chapters, and so I don't know yet what I like about this book. But, well, there is one thing I do like about this book, and that is that it has short chapters. I really adore short chapters because it's so easy to say just one more chapter and read 10. If you have a book that has chapters of 70 or more pages, it's so difficult to, well, say one more chapter. And usually if a chapter has that many pages, it really puts me off reading the book. So please, authors, take your advantage with it and write books with short chapters. So, and if you're like this, let me know in a comment what you prefer, short or longer chapters. Anyway, I don't know what I think about this. Maybe I will do a mini review about it when I finish it. Another book I'm reading is A Temporary Bride in Iran. I knew the title of this book. Yeah, well, this is one of those books that I thought it was a novel, but it turned out to be a memoir, and also a memoir that has very descriptive language. It's really, all the things are so, how can I put this? I don't know the right word. I do know the Dutch word, but I'm not going to say that because that will put you off, because you won't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's too descriptive, and I wanted to put it down, but I do have my reading bingo for this year, and one of the goals is to read a book with the name of a country in the title. And this book obviously has the name of a country in the title. I don't know how I'm doing with my reading bingo actually, because I haven't worked in my reading journal for 2 months. I really should pick that up as well. And maybe I can film a video while I'm working in it. That might actually be a good idea. That's actually quite funny. I got the idea for a video in a video. Anyway, I might do that. If you're interested in that, let me know in a comment as well. Anyway, what I do like about this book is that it's about food. And the descriptive language is also about the food, and I do not mind if it's about the food. And I don't know, it's just so... I didn't know there were so many words to describe food, and that there were so many different types of food, and well, how she describes it. So that is actually a good thing about this book. And to be honest, there's another book I'm reading. It's an ebook, so I don't have the copy of it, but that's Anne of Ingleside. I think you say it like that. About a year and a half ago, I got a complete set, the ebooks of Anne of Green Gables, all the books, and I thought I would read a book every month, but that did not really work out. And it's so long ago that I started Anne of Ingleside that I should probably start over, because I think I only read like 2 chapters. It's not that I don't like it, but it's just... there are so many other books I have to read, and you will see more about that in next week's video, if it's going to be up next week. I really hope so. But next week I'm sharing with you a book haul, but also my complete TBR, and then you will probably know why I have not touched that book for months, but I'd like to pick that up again as well. But at least these were the books that I'm currently reading. If you like this type of video, let me know in a comment. I'm asking you to let me know a lot in the comments, I think. But anyway, let me know in a comment if you like this type of video, and if so, then I might do it again in 2 months or something like that. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber yet of my channel and you don't want to miss any more videos, then hit the subscribe button and maybe also hit the notification bell, then you won't miss any more of my videos. I think that was it for today. Have a good week and happy reading.